Okay guys, I am shooting right now on my iPad Air. This right here, we're going to be replacing the weather stripping right here off the hood. So this came in the mail finally a few days ago. So we're going to be replacing it. It is a genuine Mopar part that I'm going to show you the part number. I don't know if you can see it right there, but the number is 1-68051-392-AA. So again, the part number is number 1-68051-392 letter A. It is a Mopar authentic part. As you can tell, it has all the emblems and little decals on it of Fiat, of course, Abra, Jeep, Chrysler. It says also Lancia in here, Chrysler, and Mopar. So anyways, I have sort of taken a quick look. There it is right here, the part, the new weather stripping. Goes along the front bumper right here, all the way across. So, I want to put this to the side. The parts that you're going to need is some black rivets, a box, especially a box just in case if you mess up, because it does use these a lot. 1, 2, 3, 11 in total. I will tell you in a second sort of what size. I already popped one out right here. Sort of cleaned that too. A rivet gun, one of these, of course, as you can see it. Also, a sharp knife or one of these pliers or one of the wire cutters. You know, the one that looks like this, but it has a little fine point to cut wires. One of those two. Either one, it doesn't matter. So this is going to be, of course, a long video since I'm actually doing it. Just started. I'm not actually going to like almost be done and whatever. So of course you take your black plastic headlight covers right here. Take those off. And then after that you will see the little piece right here that we're going to be replacing. So we're just going to sort of cut this, try to get this off. Doesn't matter if you scratch this black piece, since you know you have a new one. Just make sure you don't scratch your car, of course. So I'm sure a bunch of you people are gonna be like, oh, you're doing it wrong, or sort of this or so that. You look, dude, it's my car. If I want to scratch it, whatever. So it's gonna be kind of tough because I'm not using the right cutters, but some of you people might have a lot of money, have a lot of tools. Some of you guys just, you know, grab whatever you can find to put them on. It will start by breaking it in pieces. There you go, so it snaps on. Then you see the little piece that is left over, so you're just gonna push that in and it will go through. There it is. So you will do that along the entire rest of the car. So 2 down, 9 more to go. So just give me a few more minutes. Be right back on the other side. So we are back. 2 minutes later, actually, literally, no kidding. And just pushing the black ones in. The little pieces that stayed over. I didn't want to go nowhere. So you can get a screwdriver, flathead, Phillips, whatever you want to use. Push them in. You can actually just pull it if you want to also. Either way, it's got to come off. So do that. Use a Phillips like that with the big head, and just push them in. Make sure they go all the way. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna bring y'all out here and show y'all. Sort of dirty right now, but as you see, they came off all the way. That holds up a lot of dirt, as you can see, all the way out. And the pins is flat like that. So that's the part that we're going to use and put it in the car. Set y'all back up where y'all can see. So now I'll use some of this black shine protectant to kind of sort of clean up. So use this protectant right here, clean it up. Nice and pretty. So when you put the other one in, everything is clean. This is actually not a bad mod, if you want to call that, but everybody will have to replace theirs in their cars. Some of you might not, or some of you have already done it, but it's usually about, I think it's either $60 or $80 part piece. Went through eBay and bought this one. There's a few Dodge dealers in there that are selling their parts cheaper than going to the actual service department or parts department. But it's whatever you feel like doing. Really doesn't matter. You're always gonna get the OEM. It just depends on where and how much you want to pay. So after cleaning, as you can see, it's dirty. After cleaning that, you of course are going to be laying the old one, the new one, in the same place as the old one. The lip is going to go around and towards the engine, the little weather strip, so you can seal when you close it. And then you're going to grab the rivets. So we'll show you in just a second how to do that. So after taking it apart from the packaging, it's really nice and pretty. If you see, it would look like that. I'm not sure if you can see it. You'll see the little flap. So this is gonna be like this. So this looks like an L shape. So really, it's not a big hard to put on. You just lay it on like that. You can put one at a time, nice and easy, all the way around. and you will have a new weather stripping. This is made in Canada. Shows in here that it was made in Canada. It's really nice and sturdy. Almost like the old one, but of course it got to be the same. But it's really nice and pretty, nice and slick on the top. So, give me 1 second. Try to put this on. Which I chose. So, put in the first two. So this one right here, it's a 5mm by 17.2. This one is a little thicker for the ones that go between the little black bracket right here and then the bumper. It's too thick for the piece to go through, just by a little hair. This will only go on the one on the corner, the one right here, and the one on the other side. So only on the corners you will use a 5mm by 17.2. The ones in the middle that go with your bumper will be a 5mm 15.8. A 5mm by 15.8mm will go along the rest of the bumper. So the way you do it is, use your gun, of course. You will first try to slide it in first by itself. You will put it through. You will pick up a little bit the bumper, try to turn it, and go in. As soon as you get it in there, you will stop right there. You will hold the little washer phase right there. You slide your gun. You should squeeze, push tight, and there it is. Snap it in place. And then that's about it. So you will do it all the way along to the other side of the bumper, and you're done. So I will go ahead and do some video magic here, and then we'll show you the end result. So after a lot of plaster rig tries, it is on and ready to go like a new piece. It took a little bit more than expected. I can tell you that it is pretty good, very nice and tight along the way. Right here in the middle, right in the middle of the car, sort of hard to get tight because it's a brand new piece and it's bent. So bent from the packaging, but other than that, looks pretty good to me. Everything has been replaced all the way around. There's a couple of areas where it was a little hard to do. I can tell you the second rivet right here, and the same thing as second rivet right there where my finger is. Those two will only take a 15.8. Everything else will be a 17.2. Sometimes it's hard to put them in there, especially right here in the middle area. You have to sort of wiggle it in the hole, put them in. As you can see, there's a little bit of gap, not too much. Hopefully over time it will stretch on its own, and maybe I can replace those three right there. Two right there in the middle and one right there is the only two that wasn't able to get them in. Other than that, it's pretty good and ready to go. So all you do is clean up your mess. Of course, that's about it. Thanks guys for watching.